the starlight, baby. We could do it all night, we could do it all night. Only on the dark side, baby. All my friends, they call you crazy, but I've been thinking about you lately. We can turn the lights off, we can turn the lights off. Only on the dark side, baby. Take me to the dark side, baby. Stuck inside a daydream lately. Hold me on the dark side, hold me on the dark side. Hold me on the dark side, baby. We could take a night drive, maybe. Crash into the starlight, baby. We could do it all night, we could do it all night. Only on the dark side, baby. All my friends, they call me crazy. I've been thinking about you lately. We can turn the lights off, we can turn the lights off. Only on the dark side, baby. Sunrise in your eyes. We can say goodbye. Born inside a storm, under city lights. Sunrise in your eyes.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here we go. San Antonio with the ball. Outside Tatum. Nice move. Pass to Roy. Mobley with it. Launches it from deep. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Yeah, you know, Cousins, I think, is sometimes underrated as an offensive rebounder. That guy can get some putbacks for you.
And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Stolen by Ross. Reeves with the ball. Picked up by Reeves. Back to Reeves. Offline with a 3. Tatum feeling it out a bit. First quarter, just over a minute played. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. Outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Pass to Jokic. And here's Reeves outside. Mobley grabs the board. And stolen by Durant. Edwards with it. Picked up by Reeves. Good work there as it goes.
Top passer at his position, Jokic is consistent at moving the ball.
Outside Tatum. Now Mobley. San Antonio again can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Durant for 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. On the wing, Tatum. Back to Reeves. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Sinks it from distance.
One of Roy's specialties is the catch and shoot. Outstanding in that regard.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Putting on a show. Ross can elevate with the best of them.
Pass to Roy. Shoots over Ross. Kept alive. Back to Reeves. Tatum with it. Over Edwards. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And so Jokic will bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. Back to Durant. And here's Reeves outside. Nice D from Tatum. San Antonio with the ball. .26 seconds left in the first quarter here. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And San Antonio making a change here. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. For 3, Durant. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Great touch from KD. Great range, too.
Thomas outside. Here's Tatum. Pass to Cousins. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
Tatum inside. 1 second left. And he lays it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
First quarter wrapping up here, added. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And that one's good. Brand.
Nice job that time by Brand to knock it down off the catch and shoot. No dribble needed.
San Antonio trails by 3. Now here's Thomas. Outside Tatum. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Out to Sabonis. And a miss there on the triple.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Jordan. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
Changed his mind during the layup. You can't be indecisive there. Tried to pull off another shot and missed it. Indecisiveness is never good when you're shooting the basketball.
Buries it from 3.
Hey, there's one thing we know about Gilbert Arenas now. There's not a shot that he won't take. He'll let it fly from anywhere.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Robertson. Left side, Wembanyama. Back to Sexton. Pass to Jordan. Now here's Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Outside Bull. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Jordan. Here's Wembanyama. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Sabonis. On defense, the visiting team. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Outside for Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Connects from downtown.
The playmaking ability of Jordan, it's part of what separates him from the other 2 guards in the league.
You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Outside for Sexton. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Booker surveying the floor. Picked by Sabonis. To the inside. And Sabonis slams it in.
Tell you what, many scouts felt like Booker's best position would be point guard. He's that good a passer.
Oh, Sabonis with a block. Here's the break. Pass to Arenas. Here's the 3. On target from range. Arenas has got 6.
Arenas with that shoot-first mentality makes him dangerous from these spots.
Here's Brand. Jordan inside. Nice D from Sabonis. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. Here's Korver. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
How about Korver showing you some hops that time and throwing it down? Go ahead, KK.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Booker. In transition, here they come. Here's Korver. Outside Bull. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. San Antonio on top, up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Brooklyn trails by 3. It's Reeves with the drive. The kick out to Edwards. Wide open look. Rebounded by Cousins. San Antonio with the ball. There's Tatum with the 3. And Tatum drills the 3.
Good to see Tatum square himself up and knock down those pull-up jumpers. When he does that, unguardable.
Durant, no good. San Antonio leading by 6. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Tatum can't hit. And here's Durant. On the wing, Reeves. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Reeves has got his first 3 points of the game.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Mobley, no good. And Brooklyn with possession here. On the wing, Tatum. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. Tatum's got 10 points in the game.
You got to D up Tatum from deep. He's got that kind of range.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball.
Counted from distance.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient. Raining it off the catch. Love it.
And And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
San Antonio leading by 3. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Brand.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Tatum.
You know, they don't rely on Brand for this, but he can make the quality pass from time to time.
Now here's Hield. Outside Bull. It's hauled in by Brand. These are his first free throws of the game. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
A double-double threat and superb defender. Brand is exactly what you want from your big man. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Here's Arenas. He's got 6. Left side Bull. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Sexton. Pass to Brand. Misses the 3. And there's the foul. It's on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And B.A., you can't afford to keep coming up empty.
Korver. And counted from 12 feet. Korver's gotten his second bucket of the game.
One of the game's best shooters. Korver makes it look easy from anywhere on the floor.
And here's Green from the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. They get it back. Pass to Booker. Here's Nowitzki. Here's Roy. Just 5 to shoot. An absolute bomb from three-point range. The 3 from Sexton. That shot missing. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. San Antonio shooting their first free throw in this game.
With one shot.
Tell you what, you've got to get to Korver right away. This guy has unlimited range and a lightning quick release.
Michael Jordan, Anthony Edwards, Oscar Robertson.
Here's Nowitzki. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. The third quarter comes to a close. San Antonio on top, up by 4. And we've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. San Antonio with the ball. 4-point game. Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Thomas. Sabonis, left side. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Pass to Robertson. Takes the three. Drains the triple.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
So both teams changing it up here. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mobley. Drops in the layup for two. And San Antonio leads by 3.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Reeves with the ball. And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. And San Antonio making a change here. Here's Durant. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Ross.
Timeout.
That's his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. Coach telling their team, this is a tight one. We need full effort defensively, 1 or 2 stops, and we will win this game. A coach preaching defense, a familiar tune.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Doubled by Durant. Tatum with it. Picked up by Reeves. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
And that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
He drops it from range.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
It's Reeves with the drive. The kick to Durant. Pass to Jordan. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And the free throw, no good.
Hey, although he's young, Jordan has already proven he belongs and he's here to stay. Athletic, creative. This guard does not lack confidence one bit.
There's Tatum with the 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Here's Durant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Austin Reeves picks one up.
He is one of the longer wings in the game. Durant knows a thing or two about drawing fouls.
Brooklyn making a switch here. And so both free throws good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And so Reeves nails both of them.
Cool and collected, making them count under pressure.
Pass to Jokic. .114 left to play in the fourth. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Huge free throws there. Now they've got the lead.
They double team Tatum. Pass to Roy. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 5. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Austin Reeves picks one up.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
Durant's shot is off. This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
Outside Tatum. Launches a 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Right side Durant. It's Ross on the wing. Misses the trade.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
So the first of 3 is good, and that gives them a lead. And he makes the second one, and it's a 2-point ball game. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
So we see Brooklyn get the win here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you next time.
City. This is for Ricky. Soon as you step in the city, you notice who reppin' the city. Stay in my city. Never do play with my city, cause that ain't okay in my city. Flying, babies is mothers is crying. Pray for my city. Look how we move, standing on business. All of these shoes, you never gon' miss us. Ride the farms with that if I like her, I'm probably gon' this for the city, this for the ones that ain't make it. Screaming out, we made it. Feel we the greatest. Show we nothing to play with and give them a reason to hate it. This for my city, this for my city, this for the town, this for the town, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city, this for my city, this for my city, this for my city.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. And Brooklyn with possession here. Durant for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
Outside Reeves. Launches a three. Brooklyn pulls it in. And they're pushing it up. Here's Ross. Here's Edwards. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Now here's Reeves. Wembanyama screen from deep three-point land. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Jokic. Oh, misses the dunk. And here's New York now. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Here's Reeves. Back to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Outside Reeves. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Reeves has got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm. Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Pass to Durant. Back to Reeves. The three from Mitchell. Brooklyn pulls it in. There's 1:34 left in the first quarter. Durant for 3. And Reeves pulls it down. And Reeves has got the ball here for New York. Trailing by 2. Shoots over Ross. Offensive rebound. Outside Mitchell. Here's Wembanyama. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Pass to Durant. From down in the low post, it goes. Durant's got his second basket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that. My goodness, that is how you attack a bigger defender.
.43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The kick to Durant. Fires from deep. That doesn't go either for Durant. And here's New York now. Reeves with the ball. Picked up by Ross. And he dunks it down.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
From deep, Reeves. Unable to get that one. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw this game.
On the court.
Here's Chamberlain. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. New York out in front, up by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Here's Jordan. Here's Nene. Brooklyn pulls it in. Outside for Sexton. From the arc. Nene grabs the board. And New York has possession. Pushing it up now. Here's Jokic. Jokic just out muscling the defense.
Down in the paint, Jokic knows how to take charge, getting past the D and to a look.
The three from Sexton. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And, Coach, you look at DeJounte Murray, a 6'5", do-it-all guard.
Well, Brian, he's got the size and quickness to defend either backcourt position. Offensively, he's best with the ball in his hands, but he has developed his spot-up game to help the team.
And DeJounte Murray is truly the complete package. He does a little of this and a little of that. Anything you need out there, he can make it happen. Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Brand. Takes the three. Brooklyn, no good that time either. New York leading by 3. And Durant gets it to go.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
To the left side wing. From deep, Jordan. A chance at another point at the line. It goes on Kevin Durant.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Now here's Davis. No made baskets yet. Puts up a 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
1:56 left to play in the first half. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Brand. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Left side Reeves. Cuts off the pass. In transition. And here's Green from the arc. Rebounded by Green. New York trails by 3. Pass to Jordan. To stop the run. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
And for his position, Green has impressive vision with the ball, helping him find the wide open man.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. 54 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Brooklyn leading by 3. Here's Edwards.
Feel better when it's earned, that's a fact. Play me, lesson learned, that's a fact. Everybody gon' get their turn, that's a fact. If the job ain't done, I don't wanna hear congrats. Mortal Kombat straight out the pit, that's a fact. Thought I wasn't gonna bounce back in this, that's a fact. The best thing my ex ever had, that's a fact. Only thing with their back against the wall is the plaques.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it. No kidding. In front of your building, sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a coach. You gotta keep the devil in his hole. But you know how it goes. I'm front line every time it's sold. Flow, run and shoot pro. 458 drop, playing bulletproof soul. Every few shows, I just buy some new gold. Circle got smaller, everybody can't go. Downtown Diamond District, jewelers like yo. Hustle, holla at me, I got Cubans on the low. Through the Cancun, on the boat. Then dock that Tulum, just love. Listening to music at the Mayan ruins. True devotion on the bluest ocean. Cruising, my cultural influence, even revolution. I'm integrated vertically, I blew it. They tell me hustle, dumb it down, you might confuse me. This ain't that weirdo rap you used to. I'm a urban legend, South Central in a certain section. Can't express how I curb detectives. Guesses, evidence of a divine presence. Blessings, held me down at times I seem reckless. Got an L but gotta eat for effort. Dropped him off in the Mojave Desert, then left him. Ain't no answer to these trick questions. Money making nip, straighten out my jewelry on my dresser. Well known, flick up and clothes, snatch from Ricos till T-shows. Whatever, playing chess, not checkers. For you clever, see bro, you ain't living by the street code. Been through all these motions up and down like a seesaw. I can never view you as my equal. Wanna hear your CD fault. I'm finna take it there. This time around, I'ma make it clear. Spoke some things into the universe and they appear. I say it's worth it, I won't say it's fair. Find your purpose or you wasting there. Though y'all scared. Eyes open, I can see it clear. They don't make them bar none, they don't make them real. They don't make it where I'm from, they don't take it here. They ain't seeing due time, I be making meals. But
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And New York has possession. Here's Wade. Outside, Rondo. Just 4 to shoot. Charity stripe shot. Brooklyn pulls it in. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, He's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Hits a three-pointer.
And that's just a really good-looking three-point shot from D-Wade. You have to crowd him as he's rising up for that one.
Outside, Rondo. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Here's Reeves. Outside Ross. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Shoots. And Durant gets it to go.
And this is one of Kevin Durant's favorite moves. Getting the defense back on its heels, then stop and pop.
Pass to McDaniel. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Jokic. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Rondo. Over to the left wing. Here's Wade. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Brooklyn making a switch here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter here. Durant's shot is off. New York leading by 6. Pass to McDaniel. Back to Wade. A rebound by Robertson. It's Ross on the wing. To the paint. Here's Durant. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
So both teams changing it up here. Screen by Capella. To the inside. And it's Capella with the jam.
Well, take your choice. You can either foul him or watch him dunk. Well, actually, in this case, you could get both.
Ross for 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Wade, that's good. Wade's got 7 points in the game.
Just a sensational floater from Dwayne Wade there, completely catching the defense off guard.
And Capella, here we go. And he gets the bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
The 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Brooklyn trails by 9. Ross for 3. Capella with a rebound. James outside. Over to the wing. Wilkins. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so it's New York with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
New York leading by 9. Pass to Capella. Here's Wilkins. Still no points. Here's Robertson. And here's Jokic. Free throw line jumper. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Good quick decision from Jokic. Catch it, shoot it, bury it.
Fox left side. James outside. Pass to McDaniel. The shot's good on the assist by James. McDaniel's got 5.
You know, like his dad, Bronny James is calibrated to keep his teammates involved.
Great open look there.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And here's Fox. Capella with it. Covered by Jokic. And it's Capella with the jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 9. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. To the middle.
Oubre just being aggressive, and that's going to pay off on some free throw shooting attempts here.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Now, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Now, here is James. And slam dunk by James.
They're handling the contact so well. Bronny James using that solid build of his to finish strong inside.
Left side, Wembanyama. Back to Ross. Jacks up with 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall. And how about Bronny dropping a dime?
For 3, Lowry. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Down low. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Rondo finding his teammates. That is his greatest strength on the floor.
Rondo with the steal. Inside. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. New York shooting their first free throw of the contest. That free throw good from James.
Entering the league with that James last name, lots of pressure on Bronny. But he's a guy who is used to being in the spotlight under the microscope.
Now, here is James. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Ross with it. 40 seconds left in the second quarter.
An average shot blocker. The key for Rondo is to know when to leap up for those rejections. That time using length.
Uh-oh. Now it looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number 1. Everything else comes after that.
Come on and get loud for your breakers this room.
So both teams making some changes here. Brooklyn trails by 13. Edwards looking for an opening. The three from Sexton. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. 19 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Wade. Three-pointer off the mark. Outside, Green takes a three. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Here's Wade. That'll count. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's New York in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Brooklyn trails by 13. All right, time for an injury report.
Thanks. I just talked with Brooklyn's head athletic trainer. I was told it's a knee sprain, not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. He's ruled out return, and we'll just have to see how long the recovery will take.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there, playing alongside his teammates and competing.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
These are his first free throws of the game. Free throws good from Durant. And so he hits both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Pass to Nowitzki. Here's McDaniel. Outside, Rondo. Brooklyn pulls it in. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Here's Jokic. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Jokic just got 6.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Stolen by Capella. Pass to Rondo. And he bangs it home with one hand.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Here's Wade. And the shot goes in. He's got 9.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan. You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
And it's going to be on Rajon Rondo. That's his first foul of the game.
And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
And that's really solid defense from Wade there. He wasn't going to give the offense any room.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
On the court.
Here's Wade. 9 points in the game. From 12 feet. New York again can't hit. Brooklyn trails by 14. Lowry outside. They get it again. Pass to Brand. Here's Oubre. James with the block. That's tipped. And stolen by Green. No good on the three. New York leading by 14. Out to the right wing. On the wing, Wade. Here's Nowitzki. Shot clock at 6. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. New York shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
First team foul at the line.
Brooklyn trails by 17. Stolen by Capella. Here we go, one-on-one. The three ball. Wade misses. Ooh, poked away. On the wing, Wade. New York again, can't hit. Green for three. And it's New York with a rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Wade. New York again, can't hit. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And Oubre gets it to go.
And you make the next pass. Nice job by Lowry there.
Pass to James.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
New York shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. And Brooklyn with possession here. Here's Sexton. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's New York liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Defense is setting the... And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. New York leading by 15. James outside. Back to Barnes. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Here's Robertson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
When you're losing, you can't afford to give the ball away.
Both teams deciding to change it up. To the inside. Here's Capella. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Yep, that one's good.
Just such an instinctual passer. Really reminds me of our Arvydas Sabonis, who came over and dazzled us from the center position.
Rondo's shot is off. Brooklyn trails by 13. Durant inside. It's good.
Not fair of a coach to send out one defender against Kevin Durant, skilled at fighting through whatever challenges the D wants to throw at him.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Pulls up, high post. It's rebounded by Wade. New York leading by 11. Pass to Rondo. The three is up. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Better outside when he gets into a rhythm or when he gets his feet set. Rondo's smart at knowing when to fire.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey team, I was able to catch the message that JB Bickerstaff was giving to his team. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Edwards. Now off the inbound. Durant for three. KD splashes the triple.
Looks so effortless for Kevin Durant, making long-range shots look unchallenging.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Outside, Rondo. Out to the wing. Here's Nowitzki. Off target from outside. Brooklyn trails by 11. Outside Durant. From deep three-point land. Capella with a rebound. To the paint. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And Capella just smashing through the contact on the inside that time.
Outside Reeves. The kick out to Edwards. For three, Durant. Kept alive. There's the three. Capella with a rebound.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
From behind the arc. And he stays with it. Pass to Wade. Over Edwards. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Robertson. From deep, Reeves. For three, Durant. Fires in the triple.
Man, you wake up tomorrow and look at this box score, and you know that Kevin Durant had a massive night.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Capella. And a slam dunk by Capella.
Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
And how about Edwards? Keeping his head up and spotting the open man.
First personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for two.
And so he's able to get one of two.
He might not have made them all, but he made enough to put this one out of reach. At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Gets it down to single digits. And New York has possession. It's James on the wing. Here's Wade. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
As we saw there, defenders sometimes have no choice but to resort to fouling Dwayne Wade when he gets that deep in the paint.
Oh, got a piece of it. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
De'Aaron Fox.
It's stolen by James. So New York wins it. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.
sky.